Hello and welcome to a video tutorial by edumats.ca. My name is Tyler Osborne and today I'm going to talk to you about various maintenance items for your Mac. So to start, I'd like you to go into System Preferences. You can get to System Preferences by going to the apple on the top left of your screen and then going down to System Preferences and clicking on that. The first thing I want to talk to you about is batteries. Every single Macintosh comes with a lithium-ion battery. Now lithium-ion batteries work best if they are fully charged and fully discharged. In classes, I often see people pulling the plugs on their Macs before they get fully charged or just plugging them in somewhat in random circumstances. This is actually pretty bad for your battery. Every lithium-ion battery only has so many recharge cycles. Once those recharge cycles are up, it doesn't matter how old your Mac is, your battery is done. Now batteries can be pretty expensive. If you take a look on the Apple website, most of them are right around $100 and can be up to $300 to replace. So, ways to preserve your battery. One really good one is that you should always keep your Mac plugged in at all times. However, to maintain the capacity of your battery, it is important that you discharge it at least once a month. And when I say discharge it, I mean allow it to go all the way down to the point where the computer actually turns off on its own because the computer is out of power. What this does is it allows you to maintain the capacity of your battery. So if you are constantly recharging your battery before it actually is fully discharged, it will forget how big the battery actually is. I'm not actually making this up. You can look it up online if you like. Anyway, so you want to fully discharge it. When it is fully discharged, then you need to fully charge it. And when I say fully charge it, I mean you should leave it plugged in continuously overnight. That doesn't mean that you can't use it, because you can use it. It just needs to be plugged in for at least 8 full hours. If you do this once a month, the capacity of your battery will always remain. Now I mentioned a little bit earlier that you shouldn't be plugging it in and plugging it out all the time. However, I recognize that there are some circumstances where you have to do that. Just try and keep them to the minimum, and that way your battery will last the longest. A good lithium-ion battery, like the ones found in your Mac, should last you up to 4 years. But with the amount that people are unplugging them and plugging them back in, you're going to be lucky to get 1.5 years out of it, because there are only so many recharge cycles. With that note, let's talk about ways to make your battery last a little bit longer. So you've unplugged your computer, your battery's only lasting 4 hours, you want to know how to get even more power out of it? Let's talk about that. So one of the ways is to go into displays, and you can turn down the brightness of your display. So to do that, I'm just going to scroll down here and my screen's going to get a bit darker all the way to the point where it turns off. You don't want it to turn off, of course, but if you do reduce the brightness of your display, your battery will last significantly longer. The other good option to have checked is this automatically adjust brightness. That'll automatically adjust the brightness of your display depending on the ambient light within the room. Let's go into Energy Saver next, which is right beside displays. So I'm going to go into the battery tab. Now, putting your computer to sleep right around 15 minutes to 20 minutes is a really good idea. Display asleep can actually go even lower. I'm going to reset mine. Oh, I guess it's not going to let me do it unless I'm actually on battery power. But having it go to sleep faster is a good idea. It's going to save some battery power. Let's go into Bluetooth. All of your ARM Macs have Bluetooth. This is what allows us to connect to different things like keyboards and mice and even cell phones. Now, my Bluetooth is off right now. If it was on, I'd just click this off. Bluetooth actually does suck up quite a bit of power. So if you're not using Bluetooth, there's absolutely no reason to have it on. And then a final thing to turn off if you're really trying to save battery power is to turn off your internet. To do that, you go up towards where your clock is and you see the thing that kind of looks like an antenna. Click on that and you just turn off. So if you turn off your Wi-Fi, you will significantly increase the life of your battery per charge. So every once in a while, I do this when I'm in class. My battery, and I have a MacBook Air which doesn't have a very large battery, my battery goes from 3 hours to 5 hours just by turning off the internet. It is unbelievable how much faster, or how much longer the battery lasts without Wi-Fi on. So those are some things that you can do to make your battery last a little bit longer. The next maintenance item that I want to talk about just briefly is I want to talk about your display. All of our displays are LED, LCD displays. these displays do generate a fair amount of heat, and more importantly, they take quite a bit of energy. Eventually, these displays do burn out. Once you start losing pixels, there is no way to fix it. The only thing that you can do is just replace the display. To increase the life of your display, go into Displays, and be conscious of turning down the brightness. If you don't need it at the maximum brightness, it's a good idea to turn it down. Another thing that you can do is you can go into Energy Saver and have the display go to sleep a little bit sooner. This is all going to increase the life of your display. Because like I said a little bit earlier, once the display is gone, it is gone. There is no fixing it, there is only replacing it. And displays are extremely expensive. You're probably talking in between $300 and $500 just for your display. So those are the two maintenance items that I wanted to talk to you about today. This has been a video tutorial by edumats.ca. My name is Tyler Osborne, and thank you for watching.